right, traders, check this out. Euro dollar is under the microscope right now. It's the fact that price seems to be breaking right now, breaking up, is not, it might be just a bit of a trap. I mean, we've talked about 1323 here many times before, right? We have this system, this key level system here, pretty much ever since the beginning of the year, right? So like seven months easy. We're looking at this situation, and price had been going back and forth, ever since September 2019, which up until that point there was a pretty consistent downside trend, right? And then at that point it was harder to trade on the Eurodollar because it started to trade just sideways, and it did that in a very hectic way. Having said that, we still have this key level system that allowed us to actually take advantage of some of these inner moves. Now, it might be a breakout. This might be a legit breakout, by the way. We have to wait with it. First, we're going to have to wait till the end of the day. Price may actually drop back below 1323, just like it did in all of the previous occasions. Because at no point had it ever closed above 1323 from the weekly perspective. It did that, though, on the downside once, right? There was a violation here on the downside, which was nicely filtered out by the monthly chart. Let me show you this, right? Let me just jump quickly to the monthly chart. I think we have an interesting interpretation of what's going on here. So basically, we want to watch the situation here actually evolving on the monthly chart. It's much better. It's more, it's less noisy. So, and you can see, right, this was the move that was violating the system on the weekly chart, but was nicely filtered out here by the monthly chart. So you can see there was no, price didn't close even for a second here outside of that range. In fact, it just kept checking up on those levels, especially the bottom one, but also the top one. So it might be doing this again, right? It might be by the end of the month, like I said in the previous analysis on the S&P 500, we have enough time, right, to the end of the month. So price can easily drop back. And when you filter out all that noise coming from the daily and weekly chart, you can actually, you can clearly see the number of legs we have here. It's just 3. So just add that on top of everything I just said, because usually we don't have a breakout on the 3rd leg. It's either the 5th, right, or the 6th. But it's almost never on the 3rd, and not even the 4th. So, it looks like we're going to have a 4th leg. That's what we think is very much possible. But obviously we still have, it's like catching a falling knife here, trying to go, against the stream, so to speak, because price obviously is pushing forward. But it's starting to, we're starting to see that spike, right, starting to appear. Let's take a look at this from the daily perspective. This is the move that's sparking this downside, potentially downside leg. Now we're talking about a move that can easily go to 1227. By the way, here's the bottom line for this one. We're going to use this for a quick move, for a quick position, short position. We need to see price breaking below 1361. That's right. That's straight from the watch list right now, because we're sitting on the sideline with this one. But we think if price can break below 1361, that will show that will provide an indication, a strong one, that price is starting to build up the 3rd leg. Right? We had 1, we had 2, we think we're going to have 3, possibly 4 and 5 before actually price breakdown and, complete the higher time frame system that we talked about up until a few seconds ago. So yeah, it's going to be super interesting here, guys. We're going to see if we can catch this one, right? Euro dollar starting to point downwards for the first time, since June. So yeah. There you go, Euro dollar. We'll be following up very closely, no doubt. That's about that for today, Forex market. We'll be back next Monday. Enjoy the weekend. Cheers.